On the 6th day of Christmas, 9fingers brings to you, well, this is day number 6 of my 12 days of Christmas, and I started with a horror movie. I'll bring it back to somewhat, it's not scary, but you can, I guess, consider it a horror movie, and this one I definitely consider a Christmas movie. I guess there's certain movies that are up for debate. I believe it is. It has a Christmas vibe to it with horror in it. The whole movie pretty much revolves around Christmas time and the activities and stuff, so I definitely think it is a Christmas movie. Better than most others. This might be one down the road that I get into, but anyway, the movie I'm reviewing is the first Gremlins. The second one not so much, but the first Gremlins I think is definitely a Christmas movie. I guess that could be up for debate, but anyway, this movie was directed by Dante. The camera looks like it's a little screwy. It's written by Chris Columbus. It stars Zach Galligan, who plays our main character, Billy. It stars Phoebe Cates, his girlfriend, Hoyt, Axton, and a little, well, it's not that little, but Corey Feldman's in it, among many others. So pretty much what this movie is about is Billy's father ends up getting him this little creature called a mogwai that he found on a back alley road or whatever. He's looking for a present for his kid for Christmas, and he ends up buying this little mogwai. Well, no one knows what this is, but there are 3 rules. He bought it from this young kid. The store owner wasn't going to sell it, but the kid sold it, and he said, listen, there's 3 rules you've really got to remember. Don't get it, it hates sunlight, so don't put it in sunlight because it will kill the creature. Do not feed it after midnight, and do not get it wet. Those are the 3 rules that pretty much were handed. That's the only way, he'd sell it. So, pretty much, those 3 rules should be nice and easy. So anyway, the father gives this little creature to Billy, and let's just say all 3 rules were ended up broken, and you find out that what happens with them. There's sunshine, not so much, but he feeds it after midnight, which at one point, no, it's the other way around. He gets wet first, and the little other mogwai start popping out of its back. So now instead of just having one mogwai, there's, I believe, 5 or 4 of them, 4 extra ones. And at that point in time, that's when the whole don't feed it after midnight deal comes into fruition. And it happens, and they end up becoming these other creatures called Gremlins. And from then on in, the rest of the movie is trying to defeat these Gremlins and take back over the town that they are now taking over. Let's just say this movie has a little bit of everything. It's got like a family. It's like I said, it's not a straight up horror movie. It's not a scary movie. It has some aspects into it where, it's creepy here and there. But overall, it's a fun movie. I definitely enjoy it. It's definitely one I watch as well. There's movies I watch all the time during Christmas time, and Gremlins is definitely one of them. Because again, the second one's a little bit more zany than the first one, but the first one, is very entertaining, and it has its, craziness to it. It has its fun to it. I just definitely dug it. Again, if you haven't seen it, I tried to limit the spoilers in this one, but I mean, in essence, you're going to figure out why it's called Gremlins and what happens to it. But, overall, it was definitely a fun movie. Like I said, it isn't over the top. It's not very gory. The end kind of, messed me up right towards the end, especially that in the garden center or whatever you want to call it, for those of you who've seen it. That kind of creeped me out, especially when I was a kid. I was like, oh, what was that? But anyway, overall, I definitely enjoy it. I believe it's a Christmas movie. There's some people that might not agree with me. Let me know in the comments if you agree if it is a Christmas movie or should be watched during Christmas time or has that, the stamp of Christmas on it. So I'll leave the link to the trailer and where you can purchase it for those of you who might not have seen this movie before. I definitely say go ahead and check it out if you haven't. I think it withstands the test of time. And like I said, the second one isn't a Christmas movie, but you can watch the second one right after. Anyway, check the show notes or check the description for everything I talk about. Again, I'll leave the link to where you can purchase it, probably off of Amazon, and then the trailer, as well as all my other social media. I got a Twitter, I got a Facebook fan page, I got an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me, I got a Horrormino, I got a Stardust app, I got a Snapchat, which I hardly use, and I'm part of the Dorkening, where if you're watching this right now, or actually you can watch it in the future and still, hear it anyway, or see it. But tonight, on the Dorkening, we have two guests. The first one is Linnea Quigley, the Scream Queen herself, and then after that is John Russo. So definitely go ahead, check out our two shows tonight. Right now, if you're watching it now, it's in about an hour and a half, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then the second one is 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we do live interviews. So check it out. And like I said, if you're watching this later and you want to check it out, it'll be on our YouTube, it'll be on our Facebook page, and if you're more into audio podcasts, we will have it on Pinecast and I believe iTunes. So check us out. Check out everything I talk about in the description, and I always wait to the end to say it, but if you enjoyed the video that you watched, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button to let people know I'm out here, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys.